What's up, guys? My name is Mikko Hytönen, and this is Jokes and More Podcast, baby! A show where we talk about jiu-jitsu, life, and everything in between. We are capturing the magic moment after a hard jiu-jitsu training. If you don't roll, you don't know. Today I have a pleasure to have a guest, one judo legend, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, and true martial artist for life, Jürgen Nikolaus. Thank you for joining.
Nice to meet you.
Oh man, how has your week been? How many times you trained this week?
Yeah, well, I'm still here.
I'm still
That's it.
What is your normal week these days? How many times you train during the week?
Minimum.
Yeah.
5 times.
Oh, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. How many times you do judo and how many times jiu-jitsu?
5 times jiu-jitsu and 1 time judo.
Nice.
Well, judo was always my life. The whole life judo.
Could you imagine your life without martial arts?
Yeah. And to discover judo, it was a difficult way. I'm born in 49, so I'm 76 now. And in my village, with 5 years, you could join wrestling.
Okay.
So I made from 5 to 6 years wrestling for children. And judo, nobody knows judo. Even the name judo, people don't know it. No? So my father, he was a dentist and he make operations of mandibulas, how you call it in English here, that part.
Okay.
And you had a lot of people after war who got shot in here and need operation. And my village has been in occupation, in French occupation. So the general of that French occupation, he had a big accident, he got a shot in, and it was always bad. Nobody could repair it. No? So my father took him, and after 1 month and a half, he was ready to eat, ready to speak. So he was so happy, so happy. And we got a little card from the Economa. Economa, it's a French supermarket in that time, whose French occupation families could buy everything. And in German shops, you could buy 1 kilo sugar, 1 kilo wheat. It was restricted. No? So one day I have been with my father in that supermarket, and a little bit away there was a wooden house and a lot of noise of children inside. So I asked my father, when he buy things, I can watch what's happened. And the door was window, and I've been over there watching inside, and I could see the first time children fighting in judo. So I said, it's a strange wrestling, no, with a kimono. No? And I was so crazy. I want to join. And my father was talking with the general, and he said, yes, you can do everything you want. Sure, you can put your boy in judo class. So think about it. We had been 27, 28 children, everybody with yellow, green, and brown and blue belt. And I've been the only German inside. So in that time, they hate us.
Yeah.
So they've been watching always like that at me. We made gymnastic, we made a technique. But I had still a wrestling technique who exists also in judo. It's called uranage, taking and making a point behind. And that was my specialty. But nobody wants to sparring with me. It's called arandori. So the trainer, he gave me a blue belt, head bigger as I, that he controlled me. Yeah, it was a good control. He stepped before I took him and boom, I throw him behind. And I think he never was falling down like that. So the trainer came and said, I have to do slowly. Okay, I make slowly. I jumped on the legs, I make 1 leg and 2 legs and all wrestling movements. No? So the first time was finished. We went back. And the second, the third sparring, the fourth sparring, they invite me to do with me.
Yeah.
So in the first day, I've been integrated in that group, but I didn't speak French. But after 1 year, I spoke a natural, typical French.
Where was this gym located? What was the village name?
It was in Oberkirch in 55, 56.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And you got your black belt 66, yeah?
No. My first black belt I got in France.
Yeah.
In, let's say, in 66, I think.
Yeah. Because actually, I have a memory from you. So first time when you started to train with us, you remember like many years ago, and we were training together, and I was asking you like, oh man, you have done judo so long time. And I asked you, like, when you got your judo black belt? And you said to me, 1966. And you even showed me the photo. You were in the beach with the black mustache, handsome guy. Yeah, I saw the picture. I was like, wow.
Yeah,
So
it's
that was
life. It's a life. And judo made my life.
Yeah.
And formed my life. So I've been in competition quite good in Germany. And I gave up with exactly 18 years. And I want to join the judo in Japan. So with little jobs, and my father, he helped me a little bit with money. I got a ticket to Tokyo, and I was recommended by Guy Pelletier. Guy Pelletier, he was a famous judoka in France, in Paris. Judo club Saint-Martin, called in time. And he made me a card to be recommended in the Kodokan. The Kodokan is from Jigoro Kano. It was his beginning dojo. And it's a great, great honor to be received in that time, in 68. And in that time, we have been 3, sometimes 4 foreigners, judokas in Tokyo at all. You go today and you have 20, 30, 40 foreigners. But it makes me so proud that I could stay in Kodokan. And I stood in Kodokan quite, I don't remember exactly 1.5 years, maybe 2 years in Kodokan.
Yeah.
Every day from 2 to 4 o'clock, every day, even Saturday. And I trained. And the big boss in that time was Osawa. And on the end, years after, Osawa became 10 dan and the director of Kodokan. So he was a famous person. Yes, and the Kodokan is a big dojo in the second floor. In the first floor, you have showers and you have dojos more or less in that size, half of that. You have 1, 2, 3, and in front just for women. In that time, women never trained with men after it changed. But in my time, never together. And you could taking classes by Olympic champions. And the god in judo in that time was Isao Okano. And that was my god. That was my reference. And Osawa. So I always joined the class once or twice a week with Isao Okano. And there happened something. The Canadian national team came to train, and they took also the class by Isao Okano. And we have been doing a normal training, warm up, technique, special technique, and uchigumi, repetitions, but speedy. Everything count. Not everybody could do what he wants to do. You had to count, and you have to follow that rhythm, you know. And after sparring, randori. And I've been, my first randori, it was against Eating Woods. He was in 80 kilo, like I, in the Canadian team. Strong guy, Indian, strong guy. But I've been, in my technique, Tayotoshi, so strong, and I knocked him down. Daff! Very speedy. He stand up and he looked at me, and he told me, without speeding, that you will not do it twice. But 5 seconds after, again the same.
You did the same?
Yes. And I hold him also. So he stand up and he gave me a beat, like this.
Open hand, like slap you in the face.
To be angry that I throw him down with the same technique twice. But he was a big man in Canada. Yeah. And Okano, it was not a class of Okano, it was a class of Osawa, of Osawa. And the strongest university was Waseda in that time. And he stopped the group. He asked the first national trainer to come in. He was talking with him, and the national team has to go. Punished about that unusual comportment of eating wood. No. And he said, tomorrow, 1 o'clock, Waseda.
So sparring.
1 o'clock in Waseda. The training in university, Waseda, start at 1 o'clock. And I have been so proud about, in that time, the foreigner has not been admitted in dojos in Japan. Sometimes, step by step, they become more open. In that time, for example, you never could put a shirt under your judo gi, called here, they call it kimono. And I had to learn a lot of things. So at 1 o'clock, at 15 minutes before 1 o'clock, I've been standing over there and waiting for everybody, always 15 minutes before, more punctual as the Japanese people. So, and I've been like here every day in training, from 1 to 2:30, sometimes 3 o'clock. After I take the bus, and I was from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock in Kodokan. So I had every day 3 hours and a half training. So my performance was completely changed. My judo was changed completely. I could throw in my body, even if the arms has been very strong. I had a speed like a boy from 20 years, 21 years. And it made my life. The punctuality, respect, and overall the discipline. No? Yeah, that's my way in judo.
What do you think, how has the judo training changed during the years if you compared your time
Today.
in Japan and today? Yeah. Is the core of the training similar or what has changed?
I think in time, for example, the gyms you have today, you have for each muscle, you have 2 machines. So it's more easy to get up power. We didn't know in that time, in 68, 69, 70, protein powder.
Yep.
Didn't exist. Creatine. Nobody knows. Just we eat 1 bowl of rice more, we drink 1 liter of milk more, we eat more cheese and eggs. Yeah, that everybody knows. But the changement of judo, in my time, you had laws like in Jiu-Jitsu, you could take the legs. You make kochigari, and you could take the leg
so I can grab
push
the legs
and you can finish in newaza. The Newasa is different. You have him in one technique. You had to hold, in my time, 30 seconds to win. And in a competition, 30 seconds, it's a world. It's a long time.
Yep.
So you learn to hold in an angle, without power, but in an unusual angle that's very uncomfortable for Uke, who's laying down. That was my education. Yeah. Even I trained for the Olympic game in '72. German team came to Japan, and until Klaus Klan, etc., I could win everything. So I had to go back absolutely. But I've been integrated in Waseda in a group from 28 to 38 people. And they invite me to fight against other universities in the team. And no weight team. I had to fight sometimes against guys with 140, 45 kilo. And sometimes I could win, sometimes I lost. So it was for me so a honor. And I think in my way to live and to eat, also I had a nice girlfriend. I learned everything from my girlfriend. The only difference I had with the Japanese was the different eyes. That's it.
Can you tell me about the story? What happened when you first went to Japan? You got robbed. Tell me the story. Can you tell me the story? What happened?
Yeah, that's a big story.
Tell me.
God. I said to my mind, forget it. Yeah.
You don't need to talk if you don't want. It's okay.
Yeah, no, it's okay. But it was very hard about when you are just some days in Japan. It was in a time in '68, so many streets, many indications has been in hiragana, katakana, kanji written.
Okay.
So I couldn't read it. So I had to find out the way to go to the station. In the station, it was written in 2 different ways, so I could find it out. I've been teaching German in Berlitz school. That paid me my life. And I had a little money. And I had to smuggle it in. It was restricted, but I haven't been controlled. So I put that money behind a painting, Japanese painting in Jingumai, Sanchome. Jingumai, it's a part of Tokyo where people living, not blocks, something, family houses with 2 floors. I've been in the 2nd floor. And next day I went out the first time to find out by myself the Kodokan. The direction of Jingumai I got from Kodokan. That direction to rent that apartment was cheap. Today I can say 280 euro for Japan. It was very cheap, but nice. Tatami, a little part to cook, but there has no be a bed. So I had to find out how to put a bed. So you open, comes out the wall, and you put something on the floor and you sleep on the floor. That's the Japanese way. That I had to find out by myself. I still had not a girlfriend, so I didn't learn it. And so I went out the first time to find out the Kodokan. I had a little money, about 20 euro, something like that, 20,000 yen in my pocket, my passport, my recommendation card, etc. And I have been greatly received in the Kodokan. Yeah, beautiful training. The Kodokan, you do what you want to do. There is no teacher. Everybody comes to fight.
Is it because everybody is already so good who are invited there? Like, is there beginners training with you or only high-level guys?
Everybody.
Okay.
Everybody. I was thinking, I have been the first Dan, or EQ, and I haven't been proud to wear a black belt. It changed me completely. My judo has been so powerful, but without technique, just power. You know? So I surprised many young Japanese with my power, but not with technique. So I had to change completely. But it was my way. So I was a little bit depressed when I took the subway to go home, Jingumai, and I went up to my apartment. That shit, the door is open. All my clothes, everything has gone. Everything. The only thing I had in my pocket, it was less. The ticket of subway and about 15,000 yen in my pocket and my passport. Everything is gone. I was standing here, I had nothing else. Even not my bedroom, my bed taken out. Everything went away, everything. So I've been like that. So it was, I came home at about 6:30, yeah, I remember. And so I asked to find out the police station. It wasn't very far. And I told them they couldn't understand English. So they brought somebody. We've been sitting 2 hours, and I've been waiting for a guy to translate everything. There came a man, he spoke German like I. He was born in Düsseldorf by a Japanese family who was working in the industry, Japanese industry in Düsseldorf. And he was a policeman. And he received me very friendly there. Jürgen, what's happened? Tell me. So I told him that story. So he said, okay, let's do something. We stay in connection. Tomorrow at 9 o'clock, you will be here. So I went home. Next day, punctually, I've been at 9 o'clock over there. And he took me to the railway. And they're asking, where do we go? I said, yeah, chotomate, wait. And we went to Shibuya. It's a very big city into the middle of Tokyo. And we went to the Daiichi Kangyo Bank. Doesn't exist anymore. Now it's different. And he opened me an account. And it takes 1 week. About if you sign up in Japan, you need a stamp. And that stamp is made in bamboo with a special sign in kanji inside. Beautiful. You always have to carry with you if you have to sign up something.
That's your signature kind of way?
Yes.
Okay.
You have to sign up by hand and that stamp.
Okay.
If you sign up just by hand, it's not available. You have to need that stamp. So after 1 week, I got it. Yeah, and asked me why. And I had still these 15,000 yen in my pocket. I ate rice and I bought me 2 sardines. But I had no more money. But I went every day to train. I don't drink milk, no beer. That's very strange for a German. And I drink water. So when I met him, we had a meeting. He said, you have to come at that time to the police station. And again, he went with me to Asahi Shimbun. Asahi Shimbun is the biggest newspaper in Tokyo. Yeah, and I had to tell the same story as now. So he puts that story in newspaper. But on the end, he asked that Sensei Judoka came to Japan to know that in that time has been very few foreigners in Tokyo. And the Japanese people are very proud, cultural proud people, sincere people, no? Let's say 95%. And wrote in that somebody who wants to help that man to continue his way for 180 days in Tokyo to make judo in Kodokan. So please put him money on that account.
There was this your account
yes,
details?
and my number.
Okay.
Yes. So Mikko,
Tell me.
now I ask you, how much money people sent me? Tell me something.
How was the original amount? How much money you lost? How much they stole from you?
Yeah, about 20,000 euro.
20, unbelievable. Let's say, I don't know, I'm gonna guess the same amount. People,
No, you have to go on.
More, 30, double the money.
Go on.
What? 60,
Go on.
80,
Go on.
100,
Go on.
130,
Go on.
160,
Go on.
200.
No, 180,000.
Ah, such a nice, come on,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
But 180,000 in 2 days. So they stopped.
Yeah.
So the policeman, he asked me, that's your money now. What do you want to do? So I said, I will take what they stole me, and the rest I gave to a hospital for, how you say, children who has cancer.
Okay, yeah.
So I've been a great man in Tokyo.
But of course, because that tells something about how do you think, like you felt like this money, like you only take what you're gonna need. You didn't take the money because you're a martial artist, you have honor, you wanted to help with that money.
Yeah.
So,
But you can do it different.
of course you can do it different.
Sure.
And also
And
if
next
somebody...
next day it will be forgotten.
Exactly. But I think it resonates your journey as a martial artist. Because even though everybody else would forget it, but you don't forget it. It was, you wanted to give the money to the kids who needed it. Not like, okay, I'm gonna spend it by myself. So that's a true martial artist, I think.
Yeah, but I think I got a very big and fat point by Isao Okano and by Osawa.
They helped a lot, yeah?
Yeah.
How long you stayed in Japan total?
From 68 to 74, May 74 I came back. 6 years and a half, like that.
Do you still visit there?
Not actually.
Okay.
You know, I had 4 operations and I support the airplane about 4 hours, 5 hours.
Okay. So let's go. So 74 about, you came back from Japan, you came to Germany.
Yeah.
And what happened then? Then you started your gym in Germany?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a special time. Veteran judo didn't exist. Competition didn't exist. With 28, even today, Japanese people in high-level fighters, they stop with about 28 years, 30 years. Some, like Ono, he goes now to 33 years. It's an exception. But normally, they start with 28 to 29 years. They stop.
And then your prime is
They stop.
gone.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
And after they are active as a teacher in universities, in groups, make seminaries, etc., etc. Yes. Yes. And when I came back in Offenburg, Freiburg, Karlsruhe, they have been big dojos to train. And for me, from one day to the other day, was finished. The daily training, I had to do one way, 65 kilometers.
Oof, that takes quite a long
And
time.
a friend of mine, he opened in Offenburg. It's from my home 20 kilometers. Dojo. and over there I trained, but they have been still beginners. You know, so my action was to train myself. So I've been running with weights on the legs to keep my shape. But if you don't have that kind of training with that kind of partners in sparring, you drop down.
Also, you need to have this.
Yes. So I have been 25 years. And so I compete a little bit in the Liga. I could win.
So it's like a European Judo League, or is it like
yes.
international?
But it don't give me a satisfaction.
Okay. You didn't enjoy competition, or what do you mean? Why didn't it give you satisfaction? You didn't enjoy it, or?
I had no preparation. I had no people around who I can say. Well, I had to go to Karlsruhe in that time. So I had a Japanese who was training the Liga in Karlsruhe, but sometimes to make 120 kilometers going back. So I didn't go, and
So when did you open your own school first?
Yeah, so I was 25. I opened a dojo called Sportcenter Kodokan in Kehl.
Okay.
It's just on the border of Strasbourg. And I had a very, very good friend in Strasbourg called Charlie Douche. And that was my training partner. 95 kilo in the French national team. So I had my ambience.
Yep.
So we meet in Monday morning, we train together. And he came to my training with his group. And we have been living for 5 years together in Judo. Great. And after he became an interior cancer, he was about 98 kilo and he died with 35 kilo.
Oof.
Yeah. In 3 months he was away. So I had no more. So I've been just giving seminars and making training in my dojo. I have to say I had a good result, but I had quite a lot of Germans and a lot of French people. They enjoyed my Japanese style of training. And and after, everything becomes very expensive. Also, they dropped me up with the rent for the place. So I opened the first gym in Strasbourg. And Strasbourg has over 1 million of inhabitants. So I had a big gym, 1,000 square meters in one place.
3 times size of this about.
In the middle of Strasbourg. And I had very good people, even Helmut Kohl, the chancellor in my gym. I had about 3,000 people training in the gym.
Poof, unbelievable.
It was it was a time of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Everybody want to make weights and
That was unbelievable. Yeah. How long do you still, like, what happened to the school? Like how it ended, or is it still there, or what is the story?
No, I must say I've been clever about it it happens actually in Spain. You have a very good gym. You need people who helps you. Mm-hmm. And all my instructors, one day, they open on the next street also a gym. And the other one over there, also a gym. And I have to tell you, many of them didn't respect a distance.
Yeah,
so I find it not very nice about, we had always a very good friendship, you know. So before they open, I had a protein bar, very good installation, German way, everything perfect. And we sold a lot of proteins and mineral drinks. And I could live alone from the protein bar. So I said, guys, I will sell, I will stop. But you are crazy. That's a golden way to live like you are. You are crowded. Look at that. Aerobics is crowded. Sauna is crowded. A solarium is crowded. Everything was crowded. A little swimming pool was crowded. So the guys have been sitting on bars. They have been advocates, lawyers. At beginning, young lawyers, and it spoke in a moment, everybody knows it. And 1 week after, coming two guys say, oh, we could hear that you will sell. How much you want, etc., etc. And after 1 week, we had agreement. And the second week, it was sold.
Oh.
So I stopped. I could sleep. I had enough money to live with my family, for example, 5 years, you know. Yeah.
That's it.
You want
but that's a little bit like a... What do you think about this when it's the same in Jiu-Jitsu what happens, like when people become black belts, they open their own schools and they want to build their own stuff, which I understand, but the distance, like yes. If you open a gym yes. 2 kilometers from your... What is yes. your take on that?
For example, you will do the same in Japan. With a Judo discipline, with a martial art of discipline, I think you will not do it. He will go
further away.
And so you stay always friend.
Yeah, because if you're too close, then you are competing from the same students.
The friendship will be artificial, not more really. Sincere.
What about what happened after that? So you sold your school.
Yes.
Who did you continue to train? Because you have been training all the time. So
yes,
where did you went to train by yourself?
But you know, on site of the judo, my life was from my grandfather in education, a natural education. So I've been a professional falconer.
Yep.
Or specialized in artificial insemination, or specialized to breed eagles, golden eagles, etc. And a friend of mine, he has a castle in Alsace, and and he make demonstration for people, letting fly free raptors, and there have been between 4,000, 6,000, 7,000 people, visitors a day. Wow. So somebody from the main office of Marbella, he came, he saw it, and they said, we want to do that in Marbella. So my friend, he said, well, I will not do it, but if you want to do that. So I said, oh, that's for me an opportunity.
Yep.
You know? So I took my Golden Eagle Max in my Mercedes behind, and I've done 2,500 kilometers to a meeting in the main office in Marbella. Took my Eagle out, and I've been walking with my Eagle into the main office. Everybody, ah! It was a great moment, you know? So I've been in that meeting. It was interesting. And they present me a beautiful place, incredible place to make something like that. It means the winds has to be important, that you have going wind over from that side. So when you fly, the condor, the waters, it goes in, takes the thermal, or the wind goes up, and you can show flights to 2,000, 3,000 meters high. And in the moment you call them back, they come back in about 300 kilometers per hour, and you break 2 meters before. That's amazing.
So it comes like 300, like very close, and 2 meters.
Yeah. It's amazing. So I saw that place, I was impressed, but there was a problem. Before that big place, over Marbella, there has been a forest of electric pillars. And I said to Jesus Gil, it was in that time the big master in Marbella, I can do it, I will do it, but the electric pillars has to be underground. And that was impossible. So I had to give up. There has been not a different place. So I was a little bit depressed about it. Was really a beautiful place. Many Arabic people coming over there are interested in that way of. And so a friend of mine who was in the airport as a falconer to scare the seagulls out, he told me there was a little castle in a little town, and the problem of that castle, it was a castle who was built new without any kind of permission, like many things in Spain.
Yep.
So it's still over there, and down the castle has been a place like a football place. So I make an agreement with that man, and 2 weeks after, a big truck came and bring me all my birds. And we start. And then the first day we had about 200 people, after 300 people. I said,
how many times during the week did you do? Like once a day, or how does it?
We had, at the beginning, 2 demonstrations a day.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was always full. But we had an agreement, 12 years, signed up. And after 12 years, from one day to the other day, a truck came and put me an electric tower before my flying ground. And so normal. If a bird sits on that tower, he will die in a moment.
So you needed to find a new location.
It wasn't anymore my place from one day to the other day.
Yep.
And I went running up to the main office. It was Enrique Bolin, the mayor. And he said, Jurgen, what's happened? I said, what's happened? I ask you what's happened. Oh yeah, but we have a beautiful place for you. And it was true. It's a beautiful place. And I got from the cable car in mountain a valley. And when I saw that valley, I was in love. I fall in love of that place. And so I started over there. And that's now my son who took, it's a foundation called Valle de las Águilas. And he took that foundation. And I'm retired to do what I like to do.
Which is
Jiu-Jitsu.
do the jiu-jitsu.
Yes.
Any stories, like when you are doing the demonstrations, have you done any private, for example, demonstrations for people who say, like, for example, has a lot of money, I want you to come to my birthday to do a demonstration, or did you do only like for masses or any individuals?
Yeah.
You don't need to tell names, but...
You know, when you go step to my age, many things who you have in you to show what you can or what you had, it takes away the importance. I gave seminary sometimes in Estepona about those our friends, or in Malaga with my friend Paco Rodriguez, who was in '84 representing Spain in the Olympic game. I help sometimes, that I do. But to promote myself, it's not anymore so important, you know. I enjoy every day. I stand up in morning. I had 4 heart operations. I stand up in morning and I'm happy to be.
Good. Do you have specific like morning routine? Always like when you wake up, do you do specific things? Do you have a specific...
I hear on my body. I learn to hear on my body.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What stuff do you eat? Do you eat meat or vegetables? Like
well,
what is it?
Now, if I have to train in morning,
yeah.
So I just take a little drink of protein. But if I train in afternoon, I take a normal breakfast with bread, cheese, egg. I eat at 12 o'clock, not after 12 o'clock, when I train in afternoon. In my age, the assimilation goes slowly. So I have to think about what I eat and how much I eat.
Of course. How do you feel like now after your heart operations? can you still like train normally without thinking about it all the time? But you need to be aware.
Yeah.
How you can control the training? Like you can. You're training for example today pretty hard. So
if we have about 5 competitions, 5 randoris, no. So I try to make 4.
okay.
I try to make 2 with strong people and 2 with people I can control. So I know exactly my respiration. If it goes up and my heart makes that, so I have to stop.
Okay, but you feel it kind of happening.
Yeah. That's, I told you, I learned to hear on my body, especially after those operations. So my heart, I got the information from the hospital that they can do nothing else. What it was done, it was very, very well done.
Yeah.
But they can do any more.
Exactly. So we cannot.
So I'm limited.
Yeah.
Even if I read a newspaper and I make a concentration, so I have to breathe.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Then you need to focus on breathing because normal people it's just it's automation.
If I make a sparring, I don't take importation. So I can do it until 5 minutes.
Okay.
Sometimes maybe I have to stop, but I do it. But for example, you tell me, okay, now Jürgen has to fight against Janet. And I have to win. I have to try to win. So I think after 30 seconds, I have to stop.
Okay.
It's a concentration on a special point. And so my breathing is coming, and so I have to stop, you know. But anyway, I enjoy to be here. And that point gave me Santeri.
It's amazing. It's amazing. What do you think, like, what is the best thing in Jiu-Jitsu? Why Jiu-Jitsu is so different? Why do you enjoy it so much?
I discovered it. I didn't know it exists, something like that. I always liked Newaza. I always liked to fight in ground. And a day I've been walking was in June or July in the village in Arroyo de la Miel. And I saw some judo guys. And it was holiday everywhere, also in judo. I said, oh, I'm boring. Actually, it's crazy, I can't train. They told me, why you don't do jiu-jitsu? So I've been thinking it's Japanese jiu-jitsu, self-defense and taking arm down. No, it's Brazilian, it's completely different. So I was interesting. And the next day I came in, and those guys have been training here. And they received me, oh, Jürgen, come in, how are you? They present me to Santeri. And he invited me for a training next day. So I've been present that day. And I've been starting with him standing, and we go down to ground. Standing, it was okay. I had no problem in that time. But after he was playing with me, I've been feeling like a beginner. And I said, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I have to come back.
Yeah, you decided, I need to learn this. Yes. Like, no.
And now I think 8 years or nine years has gone. Yeah.
It's amazing.
And I'm still here.
And I remember actually when you started to train with us, and I think I had my first round with you, and I was like, yeah, let's see how it goes. And I kind of let you to come on top of me, and you took kesagatame, and I was stuck there 4 minutes. I had a confidence like, I'm gonna get away from here. No, I couldn't get away anything. Yeah. You have still like very, very intense like pressure. When you want to pin guys down, you can pin them down. That's for sure. That's my first memory. That I couldn't get away. I was stuck in your kesagatame the rest of the round.
But now think 40 years ago, it was different.
Yeah.
I had about 90 kilo, up to 95 kilo. It was a different world.
Yeah.
And that's what I have as a rest. But I'm working with an angle.
Yeah.
So I told you we had to keep to win a technique 30 seconds.
Yep.
And so you find out step by step the things.
What do you think has been the most beneficial part, your judo journey? How has that helped of course, Nevasa a little bit, but of course your understanding of ground game is much bigger than random people. But do you think that that's helped you a lot become black belt also in Jiu-Jitsu? Because you have a...
Yes, I have to be used on that black belt.
You earned it, man.
Yes.
So. But it's pretty amazing to be a black belt in 2 hours.
It's overall a black belt of my sincerity, of my daily training, of my respect, and overall also for my age.
Yeah. But you have been training, you deserve it. You have been training with us a long time, putting hours on the mat. So there is no gift.
I was so surprised.
Yeah, but you earned it. That was the
I
moment.
was so surprised. And so many people who started with me and has brown belt, and now they stand here and I have to stand before. For sure, it's for me amazing thing, but I'm a little bit ashamed. But you know, I know so many brown belts. Technically, they are so much better. You know. But also, I can't move my hip like before. My fingers are like they are.
Yep, a little bit gripping done. So.
Things, the explosivity, it's lost completely. So I work with different things. And yes, today I've been with a black belt.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I saw actually you're on top of this guy, and he is much bigger than you.
I finished him 4 or 5 times. So
and this guy's 30 years younger than
I feel great today.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. What is your favorite Jiu-Jitsu submission? What do you like to do?
Sode Guru Majime.
Sode Guru Majime.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like loop choke, no?
Yeah, no, it's like that, you know.
Oh yeah, Ezekiel we call it in like in
so
Brazil.
That's typical judo, in also typical. The mother of Jiu-Jitsu is judo.
Yep.
Also in technique, you have 2 judos. No? It's the Olympic judo and the Kosen judo, who's practicing in Kyoto overall, and it's 85% of Nevada.
Yep. So there is
But
a lot
just
of
the points are different. You know? The points are like in judo, so it's very physical. You know? And that's a typical technique of Kosen judo, you know, and Jiu-Jitsu. And many times I try to do it. Yeah.
What do you think is the most important thing for older grapplers to understand? What to focus when they start to feel like, okay, I'm not fast, I'm not so fast enough, I'm not explosive.
Yeah.
What do you think is the
It's a way
key
to
there?
train the stand. To take 1 leg, to take 2 legs. They get so fast, about many times they use it. But a normal way to, how you say, barring, to kick the legs. The techniques are showed, but not trained. You know, go up and down to make these, boom, boom, boom. You think, well, it's nothing special. But you do it a month. After the moment you find a leg who's standing like this, you take that leg, boom, in the right timing, and you have him.
So do a lot of repetitions.
What's happened? And all standing techniques in judo, all of them, you can use in grappling and you can use in gi. No? But you have to train it. Yeah.
So you believe in like a lot of repetitions also, and then relying on the timing. And to get the timing on point, you need to do a lot of the repetitions, so it's automatically when you see the setup.
You can do it in a warm-up.
Yeah. And
a warm-up in uchigumi, in a way to train a technique. And after you go back to jiu-jitsu in ground.
Yep.
You know? But after 1 month, 2 months, step by step, you can feel, you feel better, the control. You can make a difference between up and the hip is moving down. So even a guy is like that, you can go in.
Yep.
But before you couldn't. You've been like a robot, you know?
It's amazing because I did Pedro Pablo, who trains with us, great judo guy also. He came here as white belt about during the Corona, and I remember he told me, Miko, I don't feel good because I have my belly and everything. I need to start to train again. And we started to train with him, and of course he threw me on the ground like I had no chance. But in the ground, I did pretty well. I could submit him.
Yeah.
And after that, I said, okay, I want to have privates with you. Like teach me judo, because I'm a fan of, like, I want to be mixed grappling artist. I want to add catch wrestling, judo, wrestling, jiu-jitsu. I want to, add it all. And I remember when I was training with Pedro Pablo, the privates, like the repetitions, and I love the idea that in judo, like, I cannot just go the move and do it. I need to make my opponent kind of react somehow. So there was, like, I enjoyed it, but the training is so much different than jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. Japanese say, you learn a technique.
Yeah.
You do it when you've done it 10,000 times. In that moment, you start to feel the technique. And that's really good.
Yeah.
I made my special technique every day, minimum 1,000 times in a repetition, in speed. Ba-bam, ba-bam, ba-bam. So in that time still I had a very good heart. It didn't hurt me. So sure,
What about just a question, because I have never trained like in a proper judo training.
Yeah.
Is the injury rate bigger in judo? So does people get more injury because there's throwing, or how do you guys stay?
Yeah, that's a special technique, a special question.
Okay.
So you can kick down a sport or keep up a sport, saying that's better, that's worst. In all sports, you have injuring.
Yeah.
Look, a guy who's training for 100 meters speed. He never will have a meniscus or bone problem. He will have tendon and muscle problems.
Yep.
But problem. Every day, in all sports, you have problems.
Of course.
Depends on the level. If you are in a high level, you have many times less injuries as in a beginner level.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
And so depends how you train. And with people, say, accept to train with you. Look, think I'm in the strongest judo club for competition people in Malaga. And we have really very strong people. That some of them get injured sometimes. It's completely normal. About they don't give to the other guy a chance. No. But if some of them is doing with me, so he respects some rules. He accepts a throwdown.
Yeah.
So there is no injury. You can do judo until 80 years or more.
Walk me through what kind of is normal judo training? How do you do warm-ups? What is normal? Like if you, for example, teach a normal judo class, walk me through like what
we've done in university every day.
Yeah.
A boring warm-up, always the same. But the movements we had in warm-up gave me an advantage in technique, in physics, etc. Look, I've been training just 1 month in the dojo of Kimura, on side of Tokyo. I think it was the hardest training. I couldn't believe it. Even I got with the shinai, the shinai, that kendo people train with shinai.
Yeah, the sticks.
It doesn't hurt you.
Yeah.
It doesn't. You feel just a little shock.
Yeah.
But if you don't keep the speed, you will get one.
Yep.
Yeah? And after training, we made push-ups between 400 and 600 after each training.
That's a pretty big number.
Yeah. The first week, I think I was giving up quite every time. The second week, I came in step by step. The third week, it was okay. And the fourth week, I showed to other people I make 400 dips. No? Not in once. No? 50, 30, 20, 50, 10, with a little rest.
Yep.
But 400, 600. And Saturdays, sometimes 1,000. I was thinking it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
He knocked them down completely. They had 1 day rest, Sunday. But those people had no big muscles. They have been from here to here, all very strong. And people, incredible. With his techniques, also Togari, they made different as in Kodokan, but so strong. It was a different world. But the hardest training was not in Waseda. We had also very hard training. But with the dips after training, that was crazy. When I came back after to university, everybody saying, "Oh, you changed. You're much stronger."
Of course, because you have done thousands and thousands.
After 2 weeks. 2 weeks I've been in Kodokan before to go in university again. I feel so weak. Everybody's throwing me down in Kodokan. I had no power. But after 2 weeks, I have been really powerful. Look, I have large here.
Yeah, there's these bumps because I don't.
But
you see, I don't have this.
Yeah. But I got it from here to here in one line. I've been so here, so
yeah,
quick.
it's still like. So when you grip, what do you think about like as a grip in a judo? Do you ever break grips? Like if somebody grabs you, do you break grips or?
Yeah, we break grips, but in the moment you like Mike in Jiu-Jitsu, you do like that.
Yeah.
You give to your opponent a possibility to go in. So you have many things. You can open also by step.
Yeah.
You let it. You take under. He takes here. You make a step behind it. You just make like this.
Yeah.
It exists. To see many techniques like that. But the grip fighting is very hard in judo. And today, with the new judo, but judo has changed. Judo goes in advance.
Do you still watch like guys competing judo? You watch?
Yes,
like,
sure. Sure. Now we have Facebook and etc. We have YouTube.
Actually,
we have so many things.
I don't know what I was watching. Some judo competition, like maybe 6 months ago, just randomly somewhere, and it was amazing. Like when you see beautiful judo, it's truly amazing. Like when these guys go and these throws and everything, and I was like, it was amazing. I loved it.
My big champion actually is a heavyweight, a small heavyweight. He's not very tall, and he knocked down international, all big guys over 100 kilo. And if you watch that guy, that's the typical Japanese spirit in Bushido, in the way in the martial art. He win, and with the same face he came in, he goes out.
Yeah.
He is not jumping up and no. He keep it inside, And he shows a respect. When you go to the tatami, you make like this. It's accepted, but it's not respectful.
Yeah.
If you go a little bit down, so it's respectful. And that's the culture, the Japanese culture. You can say what you want. Today, everything has changed, yes. But when a young guy, in the moment he comes in his house, private, he goes back to the traditional way to live.
But I love the kind of this part of like martial arts, because we are also learning to be better human beings through martial arts, learning to respect and this is a hard road, which can only be done by extreme discipline and determination, and that kind of molds our mind in that Bushido way, which is unbelievable. You have lived your whole life doing martial arts.
My whole life.
That's
Judo
inspiring.
Made my whole life, and also Jiu-Jitsu now. It's the same. The mother of Jiu-Jitsu is Judo.
Exactly. It's just a form of Judo.
I think wrestling and Judo. It's a beautiful basic of Jiu-Jitsu.
Yep. Great base.
And Judo for wrestlers. you see more and more judo techniques in wrestling also, as before.
Yep.
You have more techniques used really in high competition. Yeah.
Do you still enjoy teaching? Do you enjoy teaching people and seeing them learning? You enjoy teaching still? Do you teach kids still, adults or?
Yeah, well, here I teach once a month for the young fighters.
Yeah.
Some takedowns. Yes, I enjoy to do that.
Beautiful, and it's just inspiring. Kind of, you're 76, I'm 45, so I started as a wrestler when I was a kid, but I started wrestling when I was 4 years old. But I had a long time when I didn't do martial arts, and then I found jiu-jitsu when I was 31. But for me, it's kind of inspiring because you're still doing it, and my goal is to follow those steps. And when I'm at your age, hopefully I can still train, which is super nice. Yeah. What do you think that when you got your black belt, like you said, because I had exactly the same thing, because the thing was like, somebody asked me like, how did you feel when you got your black belt? I said, weird, but nothing changed. And actually one thing changed. Like you said, we are now facing our training partners, which was super weird for me. Like always, we have been standing in the line, like we are watching the coaches and professors. And when you get your black belt, then you are standing here, you are facing the students, which was first weeks, it was so weird. Like, it was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna be always here. I'm gonna be always facing the students the rest of my life. But that was concrete change, yeah. So.
Yes. Well, I tell you, every day I come in here, for me, grappling and jiu-jitsu is mathematics.
Yeah.
Santeri and the guys who makes it training here, for me, it's so interesting. And I learn always something. I know maybe some techniques from before, but different.
Yeah.
With little points, what I take actually, and I teach to my judo guys in Malaga, things I learned here.
Yeah.
So simple things, but so good, and they enjoy with me.
Yeah.
You know.
And it's always, I think, is like the process of, I think I read some study like that people's mind, you kind of stay young if you keep always learning something.
Yes,
and jiu-jitsu, this journey will never end. Even if you do jiu-jitsu 30, 45, 50 years, I still believe that you can learn every single day if you have an open mindset, and which is so interesting and kind of rewarding because every day you learn something. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, well, I tell you, if I wouldn't have my problem, my heart problem, I will go do a little competition still.
Yeah.
I will do it. But now, if I stand on the border and I have to go in and they fight, so I have that concentration in that moment, then it starts.
Yeah, because it might happen, so then you,
Yeah, so many people think, why you train it? We train to compete. I'm right. And I train to be still alive.
That's a more deeper meaning.
And to enjoy. I enjoy. And I keep, in my age, still with a good physique.
Yeah,
I feel good. And many people on my age, to stand up or to put the shoes or something like that, it's a problem.
Yep.
I have not any kind of problem.
No, and you are still very strong. And
well,
you know,
I'm still here, I'm present. But when I stand over there, you will see I stand always like that.
Don't lift your hands. I want to see it. Yes. It's beautiful.
It's like that.
But anyway, I think we covered everything. Do you have something that you want to share with us or people? Do you have something that you want to say?
I just want to say thank you for everybody, especially to Santeri, who gave me that thing in my head, you know. When he knocked me down the first time so easily, I said, it's impossible. In my club, I knocked down many people, and here I couldn't touch anybody. So it's a great thing for me. Each class with Santeri, with you, or with somebody here, for me, it's a great thing, you know.
And truly, it's
if I can give something back to show a time.
And you always give us back by, you're inspiring us. We're martial artists. and we respect your journey, and we love to have you around. And I'm honored to be a training partner.
And you have some adult people who say, all of them, they said, we wouldn't came back if you are not here. They came back they see me, and they said, old man, still training, so I will go also. So he came back.
Exactly. You're like, if he can do it.
It's true. Just they told me that, okay, thank you very much.
So basically, like, you're inspiring people to train, like showing us an example when you are training.
Yeah.
But that's the power of, training martial arts. It's amazing. Yeah. You have changed tens of thousands of lives, Jürgen.
But also, for example, Santeri, he is now in a competition way.
Yep.
So he has to take care about himself, train himself.
Yep.
So it's interesting. When he rolls here, I always have an eye what he's doing. I can't repeat the same thing, but I enjoy just to watch. Just come here and watching. For me, it's a great afternoon. And to stand up the next day in a good shape.
Exactly. And then come again.
Yes. We are in a great place.
Yep.
We can train in morning.
Yep.
We can train in afternoon. We can train at 8 o'clock every day, even holidays. The dojo, it's open.
Yeah, we are always open.
And people don't know that. It's a special thing.
Yep.
If I go to I'm living in France on the German border, but in the French part. So I have a very big dojo also. I can train Monday, Thursday, Wednesday is closed until Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. I can train 5 times a week also, like here.
Yep.
No? But morning there is no training. It's different. It's different. But here it's a big family.
Yeah.
A big family, and everybody who goes out from here, I think he has a name. When I went to the dojo in Strasbourg, Santeri, it's a name. You have a reference.
Yeah.
For me, it's good.
Yeah.
And you also, they know you from Facebook. And
They know Santeri because Santeri is a great fighter, but they know because, I see that guy's face in the videos.
Say, Miko, it's a guy who has a lot of pictures.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of pictures.
Yes. But anyway, I hope that we're going to train very long together still. Yeah. I hope all the best for you. And tomorrow we train again, Jürgen. Thank you so much for coming.
Welcome.
Guys, go train, keep smiling, and remember, Jiu-Jitsu never dies, baby. Boom!